You came to Lagos to visit your sister in November, and the power of a woman is he came to visit his sister in November 2020. You guys, he has not gone back. 2025 May. Purpose. This is May 2025. He
purpose.
Has not gone back since November 2020. Even as a child now, safe.
In that sense.
Can you just imagine?
I didn't stay back in Lagos.
The power
in that sense
of a woman, you guys. So that's actually how we met.
Yeah.
Channel.
Yeah, welcome to our YouTube channel.
We've actually filmed like a couple of videos when we're dating about YouTube channel.
Yeah,
and
actually.
Now we finally have a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
if
finally.
We post this.
Finally.
If we post this.
You guys, finally, I'm here to help you.
Okay, on a more serious note, hi guys, welcome back. No, not welcome back. Welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Faith.
And my name is Joshua. And we are the Joshua-Oyebanjis.
Yes.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Right.
We're so glad to have you here. And what are we talking about today, sir?
How we met.
How we met.
I think that's what everybody, I feel like it's cliche, but he said we should still do it. That's what everybody starts with. Every couple, how we met. So let's start with how we met.
I actually met my wife in California, United States of America, some years ago when I saw her. I think I was in a shopping mall in California, United States of America. And then she walked up to me, can you imagine? And then she said, "Please, you look so good. Can I have your number?" And I was like,
never.
And I was like, "Who are you?"
Even the first day I saw
stranger,
you, I didn't
like, who are you? I'm in California.
Babe, I beg, it's okay. Back to the real thing. We met in Joshua-Oyebanjis. Don't.
What's that? Joshua-Oyebanjis.
Babe, be serious. Be serious. Our video.
What do you mean by what's that?
Actually, we met in PH in Port Harcourt, Nigeria.
Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
I've never been there. Port Harcourt.
Babe, stop now.
Okay,
be serious.
On a more serious note. I think you should go with your narration first, or because if
we can just go together.
Okay, start yours. Let's see how far you go, because you were all tripping for me when we met, and
I'm tearing, literally. I've laughed too much. Babe, it's okay.
I could remember you were begging me to be your friend. I mean, okay, guys. Truthfully, we met at NYC camp in River State, Nigeria, in the year 2019.
Right.
Yeah, 2019, and when I met my wife, how did I meet you again?
Alright, so the first time I ever saw him, I was laughing. We laughed.
She's crying.
I'm not crying.
She's
it's
so
not emotional. I pity him. As I was saying. So the first time I actually saw you, I was walking with my friend Tolu. You remember Tolu? Tolu, exactly. She's very tall.
Tolu.
Yes, okay. Exactly. So I was working with Tolu, and we're both posted to Port Harcourt. We went to the same. Tolu and I went to Covenant, and he went to Landmark University. The wannabe Covenant.
Yeah.
So the wannabe school.
Don't worry, Landmark is coming for you.
So yeah, I was in the night in Mami Market. Me and Tolu were just walking, and then one guy now called Tolu. In camp now, boys want to talk to girls, and in my mind, I see Tolu and I see my husband, imagine them as a couple, you're like, because of the height difference. So in my mind, I was just like, why would this boy be approaching Tolu? Like, is he blind? Can't he see? Honestly, I thought he was cute, but that was it. So after that day, I found out that it wasn't approaching Tolu. Like it was just like, oh, I know you online. I've seen your post before, and all of that. And
Yeah,
I
actually,
remember.
then I was searching for girlfriends all over from Covenant, different places. So I used to follow different pages. I'm serious now. I was single now, so I was like always following different girls from city. That was how I was following her now. Like
Wow.
I know, not like I liked her, but like I was just looking for like the Lord. Maybe my wife is in CU. You see, because if that okay, let me know. If I had seen you online too, I would have followed you then, and maybe I would have slid into your DM, or you would have slid into mine like you did. I mean, after let's just hold that story for another day.
Babe, please, you're just hyping yourself. I don't get. Please, back to the. I'm the one saying the truth. Just ignore. You can even tell who is just boboing you guys. I'm saying the truth.
Honestly, guys,
so,
you know me for
now,
my credibility.
let me speak.
Okay.
So I'm saying the truth. Ignore. Just ignore. So, so the next day, I remember I was in Mami Market with Tolu, Simi, like some of our friends. It was that girl. Yeah, her name was Simi. She's in US now.
Yes.
Simi, Hilda-Banlis. So basically, my friends and I were together, and then he came. Remember, he already had like a relationship with Tolu because they had known each other online. Or he had known her online. He had told her. So he just came. Then we were all talking. Just asking, oh, what secondary school did you go? And then we found out that the Noni went to the same school with me. So a very close friend, a very close friend of his actually went to my secondary school, and he was like, oh, do you person? I have a friend that went to your school. Do you know him? And I'm like, I'm in the same set. And I was like, okay, let him call him. And then that's how I spoke to him, and he just gave us a rapport basically. So we're just like
trying to like farm me, share get like based on I was the biggest boy on the block.
Oh.
In terms of
so that's how we just had a rapport basically. I remember I needed to use the restroom, and it was like, okay, you can follow me because I'd not gone there. Camp, Mami. That was like first week self.
I mean,
that was like
it
doesn't want to day 5.
I've been always of help, like I've been supporting you all your life. Like you wanted to use toilet. Can you imagine that? Like
so he followed
my game
me.
was really strong.
So he followed me basically, and what even happened? So he followed me. We got back to meet my friends, and I think he just left. And then we just had that. That's how we just built that. And then coincidentally, in fact, God planned actually. We're in the same platoon, and we're almost the same height. So I remember that they moved me.
No, we are not. You came to meet me.
They moved me. I used to stay at the back because my friend told me stop. But that day, they moved me to my height people. So I just saw him.
What do you mean by your? I'm not your. You're short. You're short.
Then that means you're short.
I'm tall.
You're the same height.
We're not the same height.
You're taller than me with just like 1 inch.
Okay, now the platoon. We don't know a lot of people. Why did you come to my side?
No, you were behind me. Like you were directly.
There were a lot of people. You could have
height.
stayed the platoon. I think a platoon. I'm not too sure, but a platoon. I think maybe it's like maybe I don't know. Maybe 500 to 1,000 persons.
Baby,
yes,
I don't think we're that much.
Okay, or maybe max 300 to 400. So why
and
did
that's
you
why they
other
put. I was already on that line.
Other short people were in different places. And you were even short.
To be very honest, I didn't even know it was on that line. Like to be very, very, very honest, I didn't know it was.
But Providence and Grace, she came to meet me that she needs.
So
my
they were
number.
not. It's a lie. It's a lie. They were asking everybody, like we platoon people, platooners, we campers, we coppers. They were asking her, what school did you go? What school did you go? So they now asked him, what school did you go? It wasn't like landmark. I was like, I went to Covenant.
You understand? Like
it was just like
trying to farm me. I was like, no.
It was not even about a relationship at that point. It was just like finding somebody that went to our wannabe school, like around me. So I'm just like, who is that wannabe? So
there was actually one guy trying to drag her with me.
He wasn't dragging.
He was trying to drag what?
So that was it basically. He was in a relationship actually at the time.
Yeah.
And excuse me, I was not in a relationship, but I got into a relationship in camp. Nobody should laugh at me.
Who does
and
that?
Nobody should.
Wow.
I got into a relationship in camp, and that was pretty much it. We went back home. Went back home same November, right? Can't be true. We went back home November ending. That was around birthday time. I think that day was your birthday self. or the next day was your birthday or something.
I think the next day.
Next day was your birthday, so went back home
Then you
and we
posted
were
a
not.
picture,
I
happy
did not.
birthday. You posted,
I did not.
You posted happy birthday now. You forgot to with that picture that you posted on your WhatsApp status and different things. Now you were trying to just be with me
I was
even after
probably
we
just being
calmed.
kind.
Why is this
'Cause I
girl?
can't
Why is
even
this girl
remember.
trying to always be with me? Like why is she
I
trying
had a
to?
boyfriend.
You
I was not
understand?
trying anything.
I mean,
So that was it for that part. And we went home, and then I remember sometime in May, I think it was in May, I think I was having
May
issues
of 2020
in my
COVID,
relationship. Yeah. Like, well, it's not like we were fighting or something, but I was shy, not feeling like I was where I was supposed to be, or I was satisfied, or that was where God would have me be. Not because the person is a bad person, because the person wasn't, but it was just not God's plan. So I remember, like, from his post, whoever knows him, like from his post and things like that, you know that, oh, this person has sense. Don't feel big. So I was just like,
about.
So I was just
Why are you
like, okay,
trying
let me
to-
reach
why
out
are you
to this
trying
guy.
Why are you trying to degrade it? It's not her sense. This person is this person has game. He has.
But it wasn't even game. It was just about wisdom. So I was
Wow,
like, let me reach.
wisdom.
I wish I didn't say that. So I reached out to him.
Wisdom personified.
So I reached out to him and I was like, hi, Dolapo. We had not spoken in a while. We just comment on each other's stories from time to time. So I was like, oh, that I'm trying to find that he's always talking about purpose. Then he had something going on, Value Master Class, which is now like Apostleship Mentoring Network. And then it was like, oh, it was always talking about purpose. So I was like, this purpose safe. So I was like, okay, that about finding purpose safe. I want to even find purpose. What is purpose? What is he always talking about? I remember then you now organized a one-on-one session.
Yeah.
Like, you told me to draw a table into 4.
Wisdom.
I should write
Wisdom.
philosophy. I should write
One-on-one.
business. I should write ministry or something. You should told me to write 4 things, and you were asking me some question. What area do I feel like I lean towards? This. So it kind of gave me a picture of what I had interest in and what I would do. Like, it just kind of gave me a picture during that exercise, and from there we just had a rapport.
Yeah.
And then I just started to tell him about this is what I'm feeling like in a relationship I'm in, blah 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 blah. And he started to give me his advice, you know. And then before you know it, that relationship didn't go well.
Yeah.
Like, we just had
sorry
to.
about that.
I'm sorry, but I'm in a relationship now, married relationship.
Wow.
That is sweet. I'm not bothered. That's in the past.
So guys, she couldn't resist when you are teaching somebody about purpose and
to be
the person
very
is like,
honest,
wow.
at that point,
She
it was
just
all about
picturing
purpose for
herself.
me.
She was just
It was
picturing
not.
herself in my
I was not
destiny,
picturing
like,
myself
oh
in
my
your
God.
destiny.
Those one-on-one calls, I wanted to help you more because I was like, oh wow, let me just help this girl. Like, this girl, don't know.
So, I beg.
And she promised me that she was going to pay me as I was even teaching her. She was like, she
I've
owes me a
paid
check
you now.
or something. I don't know where she paid me.
Marriage,
I don't know how.
the joy of marriage.
Just teaching her, one thing for every young person listening, one major thing is that just be about your purpose, be about what God has called you to do. And you won't necessarily find it too hard to find, the bone of your bone or the flesh of your flesh. It should be that person will just come around based on
while
the
you are
fact
doing
that,
the work.
Yes, just like
Adam and Eve. I was going to
yeah,
say
Adam
that.
and Eve.
So when God created him, he was doing, the work. That was what he was called to do. The garden, tending to the garden. And God was just like, this guy needs help. Let me add somebody to his journey that will make his journey better.
So I started mentoring.
So I feel like
now.
that was it for him.
Started mentoring now. Mentor her very well.
Congrats.
Into a marital
Congrats.
relationship. And I still mentor her. I mean,
congrats, yeah, he does anyway. But that's not the point of this video.
See,
You don't have to make the video.
Acknowledge every good thing. Acknowledge. You must acknowledge.
So what was I saying? So that was pretty much it, and
Yeah.
we started talking back to back from May, and then that relationship didn't go well. We just had to end things. I didn't feel like that was what God had for me.
Yeah. By the way,
And to be honest,
redeployed.
it was not. Yeah, I had redeployed to Lagos. I was already in Lagos
She
at
had
the time.
redeployed to Lagos.
And
I was
COVID
in Port
year.
Harcourt.
COVID year, he was in PH. I was in Lagos, and what even happened? At the time, it was even when we were talking back to back. It was not about a relationship. To be very honest. But later on, obviously, he grew into that. That's why we're married. And I remember sometime in June, he asked me to be a girlfriend, and we started it. It was a long distance from June to like November because COVID, and apart from even COVID, because of service actually.
Mhm.
So we finished serving in October, and you came back. You came to Lagos to visit your sister in November, and the power of a woman is he came to visit his sister in November 2020. You guys, he has not gone back. 2025 May.
Purpose.
This is May 2025.
I found
He has
purpose.
not
It's
gone back
since
since
I didn't stay
November
back in Lagos because of
2020.
you
Even
like
as a
that.
child now, safe.
In that sense.
Can you just
I
imagine?
I didn't stay back in Lagos because of
The
you like
power
that, in that sense.
of a woman, you guys. So that's actually how we met.
Yeah, and
God has been helping us.
Yeah.
For him, it was more about being in purpose, and God just aligned him with his partner. And I remember, I didn't even mention it. 2019, sometime summer 2019, I remember when I was walking, I prayed to God that I wanted to meet my partner that year. And because I was tired of being in the wrong relationships, being in a relationship, we break up or something. So I remember praying to God that I wanted my husband. I wanted to give me my husband as my Christmas gift, right? And I didn't even know that you were my husband, but God did that. November of that year, even before Christmas. So whenever I think about it, I'm like, God heard that prayer.
Recognize. That's why.
You didn't recognize actually.
No, me. You know me.
You will find that a while now. You will find me now. Is it me that will find you?
Wait. You know me. And I was systemic. I knew.
The lie.
But I
you
just
didn't
decided,
know anything.
That guy, I don't like sharing.
You didn't know, babe. You didn't
so I was
know.
like, don't worry. But if it's mine, it will be mine. You understand? I mean, and you know mine now. Like.
Congrats.
We do these things by the Spirit. You know what I mean?
So that was just it for me. Well, I prayed a prayer that seemed like a short prayer. I remember it was actually a very casual prayer. I wasn't even kneeling or anything. I was just going to walk. I remember clearly in summer period, and I was just like, I was tired of being in the wrong relationships, and God, I just wanted to give him my husband as my Christmas gift. And I prayed. I said some things. I want him to be Yoruba. Not because there's anything wrong with other tribes, but that's my tribe, and I just had that bias actually. So I was like, I wanted him to be Yoruba. I said I wanted him to be tall. That's the only.
Yeah, I'm taller than you now. Like, what's that's the only? I'm taller than you now.
Okay.
I mean.
I said I wanted him to be this. I wanted him
tall.
to
He's
be
tall
love
in
God.
Destiny. He's tall in grace.
Yeah.
You
have that.
I mean.
So, so I said I wanted him to love the Lord, and and God answered me. And for him, he wasn't even praying or even thinking about that, right? For him, he wasn't even thinking about marrying young. We're going to talk about that in our next video. We'll talk about marrying young and all of that. Yeah. So that was how we met, and we hope you learned a thing or two. We hope it was interesting. You guys should give us feedback. It's our first video. We've always dreamt of having a YouTube channel. Well, when I say dream, we've always said, "Oh, welcome to my YouTube channel," and now actually, welcome to our YouTube channel. So
you guys should like,
subscribe,
and
share
this video,
comment, share it to that person that maybe you think person has met Mr. Right or Mrs. Right, and let them just watch.
Or if it's you that have met Mr. Right, you can send to your Mr. Right.
Yeah.
Can spark up something.
Yeah, I mean.
So see you in our next video next week.
Yeah.
For now, from the Joshua-Oyebanjis.
Bye.